and the accepted meaning of destiny is to make firm establish. So my guests and I bring you messages to establish what you need to know in the present. And also, I like working with angels and the calmness they bring. Now, in a moment, I will introduce you to my wonderful guest, Daniella Zammit. But before that, I'd like to say thank you so much for watching the show live at a later date, as it means a lot to me to connect with like-minded women. Now, if you've never met before, then my name is Ray, and I love to help women to crossroads in their life, heal their past, create their future, and transform their present. Changes messenger, and it's to establish what you. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Um, where was I? Oh, yes. So I'm the founder of Radiant Angel Energy, and I use angelic Reiki, future life progression, past life regression, guided meditation, angel oracle cards, and hypnosis to help women who feel lost get clear on their reason for being here. And I've also created a transformational journey and journey through lifetimes, as well as a 6-week guided meditation series to help you take charge of your destiny. Now, each episode of the show covers various themes of your journey, a mini guided meditation or angel oracle card reading with the wisdom of my wonderful guests, like today's guest, Daniella Zammit, about how we can invoke Archangel Michael to help us with any suffered loss and trauma of any kind. He will help us find solace in of grief during the festive days ahead and rejoice of the new birth and beginnings. Now, Daniella lives on the small island of Malta and has been a spiritual person since she was a young girl. Daniella also loves and feels a huge connection to the angels, especially Archangel Michael. Daniella took up hairdressing in 1990, opening her own salon, where not only was she building her hair skills and offering compassion and guidance with the issues that were dragging them down. Now, the angels started collaborating with her and they started using numbers to pass messages on to empower her clients. This led, as it always does, to guiding Daniella to other people and books to teach her that we're all born healers, but some become aware of it and some don't. Now, this led to Daniella taking on an adventure of learning different healing modalities such as angel card guidance, fusion healing, which is made up of forensic healing, which sounds really interesting, Hopopono, emotional freedom technique, essential oils, and her latest pranic healing. Now, COVID lockdowns just pumped her up to help more people and eagerly leave behind the outer beauty of people and close down her business to help with the gloomy darkness of their hearts. So last April, Daniella took on holistic healing full time and has been setting up her digital salon to bring beautiful people that feel confused and lost in their life path to a worthy living and loving life. Now, Daniella left a 30-year career behind her, but took all the love and care she had accumulated, which is today her capital, where she can call upon loving angels to assist her on the path of guidance and help Daniella share divine healing love. Now, with testimonials such as an individual on the spiritual path, I came to a point where my whole feeling, thinking system was getting too much for me and I wanted some help. Daniella has helped me so much, especially with my anxiety and my diabetes. And in the world that we live in today, people like Daniella are a godsend. And I, for one, appreciate her and her work more than I can express in words. Thank you. So without further delay, hello, Daniella, and welcome to the Angels and Destiny show today. How are you?
Hello, hello. That was a beautiful introduction. Thank you very much. Not just introducing me, but also bringing in the divine angel light that is going to be shared with each and every person listening live and on the recordings. The divine is ready, ready for us who are willing to receive. He's always sharing our gifts. So, yes, I am Daniela, and I have been in the spiritual journey since I was a young girl, as you said. And the awakening came just at the beginning of this year that I am now needed to help people not only on the aesthetic looks of making beautiful people, just making their hair and giving them a makeover, but it also wanted me to look within each and every human being that comes across my path, my life journey, that the divine sends my way or asks me to pass through their life. And I have been through several places where I have connected with my spirituality. But just before I get into all this, I would please like to invoke. Today is a special day. Today is the day of Saint Nicholas. Saint Nicholas is the saint that Santa Claus is derived from. And I'm asking his presence with the help of all the angels, especially my special Archangel Michael, to bring divine gifts to each and every soul, to each and every heart, especially the hearts that are feeling confused and maybe lost or maybe grieving, to uplift, to fill us with the love, the real pure love, the love that no human can ever experience unless you feel your own divine love. You're ready to open your heart and receive. We are sometimes a person, humanity of giving. We love giving presents. We love sharing. And sometimes we forget that also we should be receiving. And today we should just sit down, surrender, and just receive. Very simple. So I ask, please, Saint Nicholas, on the special day where you always love to share gifts with the poor, with the sick, with the unhappy, please come along and intercede for each and every heart. And I ask the protection of Archangel Michael to protect the whole of humanity, the whole world, to bring all the other angels around each and every person, the guardian angels of each and every person, to help each heart to surrender, to receive divine grace. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for opening up the show with this. So before we get into this fascinating conversation, I want to remind you that not only can you share this video, but you can also ask questions, leave comments and thoughts, as both Daniella and I want to be part of this conversation. So please don't be shy whether you're watching this live or watching the replay. So Daniella, why don't you tell us more about your journey and why tears are the language of joy and grief?
Yes, so I have visited one of the places that is very close to my heart is Lourdes. And Lourdes is a place where you shed tears of loss, tears of grief, where the heart cannot express by words the emotions that are inside, the tears that a person sheds when they are enjoying, when they are so happy, are the tears that come right from the heart. And then it is the time when they can release and receive. And also, there is tears of going within and being upset, unhappy, and the emotion that cannot be expressed in words will also release the tears. So amazingly, the divine has given our bodies this ability that when we cannot express ourselves in words, our own body can heal itself by expressing through tears. When a little baby is born, up until the age where he can express himself and say whatever is his need, whether it is the need of having a bottle of milk or whether it needs to be a change of nappy, the mother's instinct can understand the cry, the tears, whether they are a cry for hunger, where the baby is hungry. So, oh yes, the baby is due for a feed, or whether the baby is crying with pain. So there is different cries that come along with the tears. And it comes along as we grow older. Unfortunately, children express their joy by screaming, shouting, jumping, being themselves. But the older we get, we lose this freeness of being who we really our bodies are meant to express and be. So when we grow from little children into maybe 10 or 12-year olds, we start becoming conscious. We start becoming conscious that it's no more time to cry for whatever we want, because we can express what we want. I'm hungry, I'm in pain. But there is also that emotions, that the pain is too much to express, that can be heartbreak. There are various different kinds of pain where tears sometimes are blocked, they cannot roll. And that is when, in my work nowadays, I help these people. People that express themselves with joy, they can dance, they can open their hands, they can sing. And that is the way we need to change. We need to help each other to come into this tears of joy. Sometimes we're together and somebody cracks a joke and we really have a good laugh. And tears just start rolling. And the more you laugh, the more tears come out. And after that, you say, oh my goodness, I haven't had such a laugh for a very long time. And after that, your body feels so light, so happy. And every time you think of that joke, of that laugh, it makes you laugh again. And when you repeat it again to somebody else, it makes you have these tears of joy. If only we had much more of them, rather than having the anger, the rage. You find people that they get so angry that tears just come out because they have to express their anger with shouting, then they end up crying. With fear, you block yourself, you stiffen up, and the same fear just starts having tears rolling down your face. There is the sense of sadness, the sadness that you don't know where it's coming from. You want something, but you actually don't know what it is. You think if you get that, what you think you need to be happy, you start getting sad because you don't have it.
Yeah.
And you might start crying because you don't actually have what you think is going to make you happy. And I'm sure everybody watching this video has already been and experienced all this that I'm saying. Loneliness. You find yourself alone and you say, oh my goodness, how lonely I feel. And just by crying, sometimes it makes you feel a little bit better, and sometimes it drags on and on and on and on. There is the sense of doubtful. People are constantly crying because they want to take a decision,
Yeah.
but they can't. It's doubt that keeps blocking the way. Then they get frustrated, then they start crying. And that's when the weakness comes. And we can mention on and on and on. When a person is terrified, you have people that now in winter time we have thunder, lightning, storms. People can get extremely terrified.
Mm.
And whoever isn't can't understand why that person is crying, why that person has tears rolling down the face. Because the emotion of being terrified is just so deep. And all you need is somebody to just reassure you,
Yeah.
give you protection, and help you. There is a sense of rejection. People who are just feeling abandoned, abandoned by family members, abandoned by society now. The discrimination between these and these, and it's just a rejection that just builds you up in this sense of upset, and tears will just roll and roll and roll. And as we can see, feeling humiliated, frustrated, you feel trapped, all this unappreciated, worried, all these, yes, we can stop every time we feel these tears coming along. We can stop, be with ourselves, and say, I am not alive to be feeling this way. I am alive because nature is in synchronicity and everything in nature comes in harmony. Everything is in harmony. The sun goes up, there is all the seasons that come along according to the time they should. We have the full moons, we have the new moons, we have the eclipses. So, really and truly, the whole nature, our surroundings are completely in harmony. It is the harmony within that needs to be looked at, that needs to be surrendered, so we can bring in, remove what is making us emotionally upset, and bring in what we need to feel good. When we are around somebody who's loving, who's joyful, who's bubbly, he lifts or she lifts the energy in a whole room, in a whole classroom, in a whole environment, because the energy is so uplifting. Even if you are not feeling well, when a person comes along and gives you this smile, this beautiful smile, this vibrant look, it uplifts you.
Yeah.
So it is, yes, all about our energies. And both our memories can remember when we have gone through happy moments and through less happy moments, because whatever we experience in our life is in our memory bank.
Mm.
So there are memories that can cause us to take us back to the loneliness and to the worry and to the upset where we feel upset. But we have also good memories. So we really have to start changing our energies, changing our visions, and actually focusing on beautiful memories that we had. Every time we feel upset, we can stop and say to ourselves, okay, I accept what I am feeling. This is not going to be a feeling that's going to last forever. It's got a time frame. And that time frame is going to be up to me how hard I'm going to work at it.
Mm.
It's not always easy. And there are circumstances where you would need somebody's help or even some medication, because every case is individual. But on little things that sometimes we end up getting ourselves into, we can either sit down, be in some relaxing time with ourselves, and say, do I deserve this time to be feeling rejected? You say, okay, that person might have made me feel rejected, but the other person makes me feel so happy. So you have to accept that that person has their responsibility
Yeah.
and you have your responsibility. You have your own space, you have your own aura, and what goes within you, the thoughts, the feelings that go within your heart, are always between you and yourself. The other person might have no idea that with whatever they said, whatever they done, you are so upset.
Yeah.
Whatever we work on, we can succeed in. So let's say, for example, somebody's been really working hard, studying, and at the end they graduate. How can you express the feeling of satisfaction, the feeling of joy of receiving your graduation certification, being in that graduating ceremony? A woman that has been planning her wedding day is in between two elements of leaving her family behind and the excitement of starting a new journey. So, on the occasion itself, she's going to have tears of sadness because she's going to be leaving behind her beloved family and entering into a new exciting adventure, which can also bring up emotion of fear. I want it, but at the same time, I don't.
Yeah.
The stress of the wedding itself. So, even though it should be the most beautiful day of your life, which is a nice wedding day, which you have been planning for a number of days or even months, you have all these commotions. Then we find people that they can just hug you and let you weep, let you cry. And you can cry over somebody's shoulder and you say, my goodness, this has been such a relief.
Yeah.
And then you find other people that might say, stop crying. Why are you crying? That's pointless. You're not going to bring, like, if you a pet dies, some people are as if they've lost their own part of their own family. You cannot stop somebody who is expressing their emotions in tears.
No.
You have to allow them to cry, release, so they can surrender and have space in their hearts to receive love and happiness and serenity and tranquility and peace.
Yeah.
And when we have to sit with ourselves and say, what have I been experiencing today? What have I experienced today? Have I had moments that were unhappy? Or have I had a productive and happy day? And that is analyzing your day at the end of the day and opening your following morning with a wake up and gratitude day of having a very restful night and opening the day with things on your to do list,
Hmm.
which mine is always quite long.
On all, on most of ours.
I release one, I raise one, and I add two. But I'm happy. I'm happy because I feel that by doing just a to do list, it gives me a sense of harmony, that there is support just with a little piece of paper, that I can go to that piece of paper and say, what is my priority? This seems to be the right priority right now, but this might be easier to do right now because I can actually make a faster release of at least one of my to do list. So we are human beings with an intelligent mind, a beautiful heart, and an extraordinary body. That if we really had to be in harmony with ourselves, it will just be a magnificent machine.
Yeah, absolutely, totally. Yeah, that's beautiful. And we've got Graham here who says hello,
Hello,
and
Graham.
we've got Susie here as well, who've said, and Graham agrees with you. Yeah, the release is awesome, empowerment with him. And he also says, "Yep, Thanksgiving mornings and evenings work for me." And that, so he, he's following what the gratitude in the morning and the evening.
Because that helps you with being able to express what your day's energy is going to be. The word thank you for whatever it is, even just constantly, these are my special Ho'oponopono beads. I carry these wherever I go. So whenever I have them with me, I just bring up something in my heart or in my mind that maybe it is I need to clean on. And all I do is I have these four beads. And with these four beads, it's like a rosary beads.
Yeah,
So all I have to do is just be conscious that I am releasing my emotions. It could be a joyful emotion. So I say, I'm sorry for not realizing how much grace I can have in my life. And I'm sorry for maybe some opportunities that I came across and just not brought forward to me, but just allowed them to pass by. And then I say, please forgive me for allowing them to just go on and me not taking hold of them and using them. And then I say, I still love you. I still love myself. Don't worry, another opportunity will come along. I just will be more aware.
yeah, yeah.
And then I say, thank you for this realization, for realizing that I can sit down, be with myself, and realize what I can improve. And we can always improve, always improve. Even though it's just a little step a day, but one drop after one drop after one drop will fill a glass with water.
Yeah,
Whatever we do, it could even be just a healthy small exercise. If you're feeling uneasy, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling frustrated, you can say to yourself, I allow this opportunity of this feeling, but I'm going to turn it around into something healthy. I just go for a 10-minute walk, and you just go, allow yourself to release, go for a 10-minute walk. And if this walk is done, every time you feel uncomfortable or you have the emotion that you're not comfortable with, some people may cry. And some people may release it by another way that makes them feel good.
Yeah.
You can sing, you can dance, you can play an instrument, you can just sit down with your hands over your heart and breathe. And you can see that while doing that, you can release tears. But afterwards, your body would have said, wow, that is all I needed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, and I use the four sayings as well quite often during my day as well. So Graham was asking because obviously he had have you actually got 108 beads on there, or is it just designed for?
No, no, it's just designed. I love the seven number.
Hmm.
So I have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven sets. So I have the tree of life, which is on one side of these
Yeah,
beads. I had this done for myself. So, and on the other side, I just have a little obsidian bead on the other side. I find it very relaxing and very calming,
yeah,
like for just the emotional aspect, because my spirituality in the morning when I wake up, I always allow myself to wake up 45 minutes earlier than my actual start daytime, and I always do my prayers, connect with my day, I say the rosary, I do the prayers for myself, for my family, and all humanity. And then I will invoke Archangel Michael to help and protect me, to help and protect my family. And then I am ready to start my day. And if anybody can take along these 15 minutes in the morning, I do 45 minutes because I tend to talk a lot and allow a lot to come through, because that is my quiet time. That is the time I connect. I can even maybe just pull out a card, like one of the cards that I have just pulled out just before I started this program was this beautiful card. Be not afraid, only believe. Because obviously, when you do something that you're not used to doing on regular basis, the fear actually comes up.
yeah,
But then I just connect to my cards and believe that the divine will always give me the right words for my heart to find the peace. And the card that I had just got right now when I did my prayers was, be not afraid, only believe that whatever I say, whatever I do, is going to be according to the divine plan for me, for you, Ray, and for whoever is listening.
yeah. Yeah, and that's all you can do. And cards are such a brilliant way of doing that, And I don't, and I wear I've got a couple of I've got a Super 7 bracelet there, and I've got something a friend made there. And yeah, I use, if I'm sort of like in a situation or something, then I'll sit there just stroking them,
Yes.
and that just to center me and bring me back into my present. And yeah, I started off with a 30, getting up 30 minutes early, but I've kind of like had to extend it now because of it just kind of just done a little bit more in each morning. So yeah, mine's about 45 minutes. I have to get up early in the morning now because I just have so much to get myself centered and connect with, and bless for the whole day, before I actually get started on my day. Um,
It
so
is a super boost. It is a super boost. It's like having this big protein shake that's gonna muscle you up and just gonna set you on the journey. And there's no need to do 45 minutes like us, even
no,
if it's just 5 minutes Just start with off with 5 minutes, and then yes, you will start increasing.
Yeah. So as Graham says, they become the focal point of your inner need and release.
Yes. And prayer is so powerful that you sometimes think that you need to do this, whereas prayer guides you that this is more important. And that is when you really need to believe and trust that your heart and your soul know exactly how to make you happy. It is only the brain, only the thoughts, only the monkey mind that keeps putting you into doubt, into worry, into anxiousness, into fear. But if you give in, they win.
Yep.
If you don't give in, you can find people like myself, people who can help you unblock. That is the aim of forensic healing. That's why to me it's fusion healing, which forensic healing is part of. So forensic healing is the part that helps somebody unblock where they keep saying, I can't do this, I can't do. There is nothing you can do. God is capable to help you in anything you need. And then there is the help of tapping. You tap where you have trapped emotions and they are released. You can also use the fragrance of essential oils to calm down the nervous system. And yes, the smell will just go into your limbic system, and your body can understand that with that fragrance, it will just release. You might cry, you might allow it to just come out of your system. And it's something natural, it's something that the divine gave us
Yeah.
to use rather than having to always quickly go for medicine.
Yeah.
I always say, try holistically, try and see how powerful you are before you actually run for shelter.
Yeah.
Because sometimes medication, all it does, it just covers it up.
Hmm.
And then you think you've dealt with it, and then a few years come up or a few months, and you're back to square one.
Yeah.
So, really, sometimes we really have to face the beast, and then we can say we either need somebody's help to eliminate the beast completely, or we can put him down ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Perfect.
always find the help of Archangel Michael when I need to detach and I need to cut cords.
Mm.
I always say, please, Archangel Michael, help me because I feel I can't move forward. Please show me, please cut off, please remove anything that is obstructing me to find my happiness, which I am entitled for. And that is what I would love to share with everybody. When we share what we are experiencing in our life, it's not only us that benefits, everybody and everything around us. You can be in a room, everybody, I'm sure they've heard the experiment before. When in a room you walk and there is somebody who's either unwell, sick, or very negative, the plants just
Yeah.
willow, the plants just die. So if you're in an office where somebody is constantly nagging, constantly being negative, all the other people in the office are going to feel this energy.
Yeah.
But if one at least tries and does his utmost to feel good, to feel happy, the good will counteract the bad.
Yeah.
With the help of the angels, it will definitely not only be destroyed, but the other person will actually heal
Yes.
and have a realization of what they are missing out on. Because if you are on the other side of the weighing scales, you are missing out,
Totally.
because happiness and joy are the real most blissful heaven on earth time that you can be living. And hopefully, I really wish each and everyone watching that this Christmas they will have tears of joy, that they promise themselves that they love themselves so deeply, and they look at themselves in the mirror and say, I am so proud of who I am, what I am made of, who I am, that I can move forward, that I can move forward with this beautiful energy inside me.
Yeah. Beautiful.
We can accept, yes, our down days of not feeling well, of course, but we have also the heart that can lead us to healing that situation.
Yeah.
If the whirlpool keeps whiling us down, we have to find a way to start rolling ourselves up. We are not meant to be living in a dark well, wet and cold.
Oh
We
gosh,
are,
no.
we are meant to be living in beautiful green pastures, in beautiful green meadows, where the sun is nice and warm, giving our bodies the shine and the nurture it needs.
Yeah. Perfect. Absolutely brilliant words. And I think that now would be the right time. Do you want to do a card for those that are watching?
Yes, of course. So let's ask Archangel Michael, please give each and every listener, each and every viewer, the right words for their heart to uplift, for their mind to find the right decision to make, to change into this beautiful person that they were meant to be, who they really and actually are. The worries, the gloomy days will be able to be dealt with easily. And Archangel Michael told us, focus upon the divine and perfect health. And this is part of having perfect health. If you focus, as we said, this is a confirmation of what we have just been saying. When we focus upon the divine, it means that when we were mentioning to wake up in the morning and just invoke a small prayer and looking after your health means uplifting your energy as much as you can into a healthy energy. Archangel Michael is telling us this is the way to live blissful. And the prayer here on this card says, God and Archangel Michael, thank you for continuously reminding me to focus upon perfect health and for guiding my actions so that they support my well being. And each and every person that is in a well being state can be the one that actually is the strongest and will be able to help anybody in their energy field.
Yeah.
Tears can bring you joy, but joy can bring you tears.
Exactly. And whilst you were talking, I pulled a card. So, no, Graham, there is not only one card. I've actually pulled a card as well, whilst Daniela was talking, which really ties in with what we've been talking about, which is first light, beginning a new cycle,
Yes, perfect.
which is absolutely perfect with everything we've been saying and how we can start every time we release, whether that's joy or those tears of joy or grief or whatever, it gives us a chance to have a new beginning, a new light, a new cycle. So it's absolutely brilliant that, you know, again, it's, how the angels, the angelic kingdom works in the synchronicity of cards, different decks of cards. We're in different countries. You're in Malta, I'm in the UK, but the cards just marry up. It's absolutely brilliant. So, Daniela, do you have any insights or thoughts to leave our viewers?
Yes, I will leave the viewers with the last card. I listen to the intuitive wisdom of my own feelings, and I am guided from within.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And Graham says, great ending, ladies. It's been absolutely brilliant. So I hope everyone that you've enjoyed this conversation and found it insightful, because I know that I have. So Danielle, if people want to connect with you, how do they do that?
Okay, so I have a website which has all the information of my work, what I do, and how I can help. And they can find me under Ricca Donna Healing Circle, which is also on Facebook. And I have a special group, which is a women's group on Facebook, which is called Women's Healing Palace. Some women find it very difficult to cope with their emotions, and they end up feeling depressed and not looking for help, but end up coming into a vicious circle of feeling stressed and then other things and other issues. So, besides my work for Riccadonna Healing Circle, I also have the Women's Healing Palace. It is a palace where it's full of women healers that can help other women so we can uplift together and we can have a very feminine, strong feelings, and our tears will be tears of joy.
Brilliant. So yes, apologies, Graham, but that's one group you can't join. Um, but, honorary member. And Sue says beautiful cards and wonderful words. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much for watching, Susie, and taking part in the show. And thank you, Daniela, for your wisdom. And of course, for anyone watching, if you have reached that crossroads in your life and you need some guidance in finding the meaning of your life and getting clear on your path, then I would love to be that guide for you. So please feel free to reach out and connect with me, and we can arrange a free 20 to 30-minute video call to help you gain clarity on where you are going and how you can empower yourself to take charge of your destiny. And please feel free to join my weekly newsletter and receive a free future life progression recording where I take you into a future lifetime to get guidance and clarity that you can use in your current life, as well as a couple of other 3 gifts. And thank you so much for watching. And I would like to share this video, as I'm sure there are more women who feel lost and want to get clear on their destiny just like you. And if you're watching this on YouTube, then please feel free to subscribe and hit the bell button to be notified of when the show goes live, or I post new guided meditations. And Pamela says, thank you for your loving energy. Thank you for watching, Pamela.
Thank you.
And Graham has just told his wife Sandy about your group, which is absolutely brilliant. So before we end this show, Daniela, do you want to say a little invocation to end the show?
Yes, of course. I would like to thank Saint Nicholas for all the beautiful gifts he's going to be sharing from now on, all through the month of December. All the gifts to the heart of each and every human being. And I would like to thank Archangel Michael to protect me, to protect my family, to protect the entire humanity, each and every human being. Please, Archangel Michael, protect us, protect our bodies, protect our minds, protect our hearts, and fill this world with more harmony, more divine love, so no sickness and no bad emotions can thrive in the love that the divine will be sharing throughout humanity. Each and every heart will be uplifted with the touch of divine love. Amen.
Amen. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Again, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, Daniela. Thank you for joining in. And we will see you, I will see you all same time, same place next week. Take care. Bye.
Bye.